South Philadelphia, Wells Fargo Center. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, channeling the spirit of our founding fathers, there's a future here in Philadelphia.
Well, after 4 years of tanking, they finally have generational talent. Look out for these guys. They're on the up and up.
As Sixers fans, it's been worth the wait, and we're ready to go. The wait is over in this one. The opening jump is won by Chicago. It's denied by Embiid.
That's why a rim protector is in. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. To Butler. Lets it fly from long range. You on top. Jimmy Butler. Contested three. He buries it.
You know, every time I watch Jimmy Buckets, the tenacity he plays with on the defensive end, it just reconfirms the fact that he's been named an All-Star 4 times. He shot a career best 47% from the field in 2017-18. So when you think about trying to lock him up, you have to limit his touches, and you have to force him to catch the ball with his back to the basket. Make him put the ball down on the ground and make contested shots, because if you don't, Jimmy Butler will cut you apart.
Walker to Thompson.
Ed, I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships? And, oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Parker. That's blocked by Johnson. To Markkanen.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
And the front court comes Simmons. His team up by 1. To Embiid. There's a pass stolen by Chicago. Great feed. Thompson. That's off the side of the rim. Short. The follow won't go either. Simmons with it. Looking to make something happen. To Butler. Jimmy Butler, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You know, Jimmy Buckets really has an inspiring story. From being homeless at the age of 13 before moving in with a friend, reads like a basketball version of The Blind Side. That grit has become the fabric of his DNA. From Tyler Junior College to Marquette to the 30th pick in the first round. Are you kidding me? To where he is now, Jimmy Buckets has had to earn every inch that this game has given him.
Too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First try, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Down 2. Markkanen to Kemba Walker. Goes to the left side. Walker. His first effort off the mark. To Butler. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He made his first effort, but not that time. Into the front court, it's Walker. Down just a couple. To Wendell Carter. Wendell Carter powers it through.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Bulls with it. Knocked loose. From the painted area, won't go down. To Embiid. Markkanen with the stuff.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Cruises inside for 2.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Sixers control it. Jimmy Butler looking good. 4 for 5. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Jimmy Butler with a chance at a 4-point play, shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. Count that one, and a 4-point trip. Bulls with the rock. To Wendell Carter. It was right there.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
To Parker. Jabari Parker rocking the rim.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Butler into the front court. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. Referee blows the whistle. Jump ball coming. Well, as they get ready for the jump, someone's going to come away with the basketball. Randolph. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Hands up, hands up, hands up.
Count the basket inside.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
From 18 feet at the buzzer. We're through one at Wells Fargo Center with the Sixers on top. Jay and I return to Philadelphia after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. One quarter in the books. This has the potential to be a good one.
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
Has a look. That's no good.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
J.J. Redick has got 2 shots coming for his career, 89%. First one goes down. And he makes them both. Nice step through and the finish, Jay.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Butler. Beyond the arc for 3. Not done yet. And a put-back slam.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungrier.
To Markkanen. Knocked loose. Sixers have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Curling inside to Butler. For 3. Missed it. Can't connect from in close.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Zach LaVine. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
You know, when I think about Zach LaVine, I almost think about a high-priced sports car that is stuck in 3rd gear. Now, the things he can do in 3rd gear is off the charts. I'd rather have that problem than not have it. But it always leaves you wondering, what if we got this car to 4th, 5th, maybe even 6th gear? Now, that could be something.
He engulfed him that time.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Substitutions. Stepping in. Number 8.
Butler to bring it up. Leads 5. Going to launch beyond the arc. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Number 8. Zach LaVine.
Butler into the front court. Leads 3. Here's a chance from long range. Not going down here. Walker with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Wendell Carter. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Substitution being made in this one.
For the Chicago Bulls. Number 2. Jabari Parker.
Chicago possession. Walker to Thompson. Markkanen slams it down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Walker into the front court. They trail by 2. Markkanen to Thompson. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. 4-3. That no good. Off the mark. The drive right to the basket. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. From long range. Misfires. It's no good. Bulls with the basketball. Walker to Markkanen. Now pass stolen by the Sixers. Sizing up the defense. Redick. Count the bucket for two.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. 4 points the differential as we come up on halftime. Thompson to Walker. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
To shoot. Straight on three. At the buzzer. We've reached halftime in a 2-point game. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The 76ers are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Bulls are keeping things competitive after 2 quarters. I love the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impressed me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Chicago Bulls.
Game track. Bench points.
This is a game where the bench guys deserve a bit of the spotlight. The thing is, you need a spotlight big enough for the reserves on both squads. This is a game that's been all about the depth in the depth chart.
Player of the half.
Butler has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Philadelphia with the basketball to Butler. Probing the defense. Simmons to Butler. Fires the three. That won't go. Joel Embiid. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Corey Joseph at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 76% from the line. Off off the mark on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Simmons into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter.
Count it. Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
It's Chicago ball. Thompson to Parker. Down low Thompson. Yes, Klay Thompson. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
You know, someone had the audacity to ask Klay Thompson how he feels about being the third or fourth option, and I love his response. He said, I don't care. When you're as efficient as me, my paycheck warrants it. And I think about a game he had this past year. 88.4 seconds of possessions, 52 touches, 33 shots, 11 dribbles for 60 points just in 22 minutes proves the reason why Klay is Klay.
Simmons with it. Up by 3. Knocked loose. Bulls come away with it. Thompson. And knocks it down. And Jay, the system produces once again.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Markkanen to Thompson. Yes, Klay Thompson looking good. 4 for 5.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
To Butler. Fires the 3. Rebound Markkanen. Joseph with it. Leads a bucket. Has a chance. Can't connect. To the outside. To Parker. To Butler. Easy path to the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Thompson to Markkanen. To Thompson. Chicago with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from long range. Count it. Three-pointer is good. Now whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. False. Cleans it up. Joel Embiid. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
To Randolph. Shot from in close, no good. To Redick. unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot, I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
Embiid. Shot from the lane won't go. Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guys now trailing by a point. To Fultz. Redick. Defenders could lose sleep with this guy. J.J. Redick, well defended, still knocks it down.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
Fultz. Not that time. He misses. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. The 76ers have the lead. The Bulls in possession as we start the fourth quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money down the stretch. It's game time.
Redick with it. Lead is 2. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Parker. At his core, he is dangerous. Jabari Parker, wide open, drills it.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Redick. Message received. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Fultz. Embiid. Works it up top. Redick. J.J. Redick. He's going to get 3 shots here. Hasn't missed yet. And he connects on the first free throw. Second and 3. Got it. Hits all 3 free throws. Chicago with the possession. Walker to Markkanen. He throws it down.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Redick. Smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
All right, that was a little bit of a gamble there, but not a terrible move sending him to the free throw line.
Ben Simmons, couple of free throws on the way. 56% for his career. Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guy's down 3. Here comes the screen. Klay Thompson, tough matchup against Butler. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Butler, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
People do not realize the brilliance of the coaching in this league. The small adjustments made defensively has made all the difference in the second half.
Sixers have the basketball. Take stock of the floor. Simmons to Butler. Beyond the arc for 3. Oh, they could have really used that one, but the shot's no good. Into the front court, it's Walker. His guys now down by a point. Walker with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Klay Thompson matched up with Jimmy Butler to Wendell Carter. Markkanen. Got it from the line. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Walker buries it on the catch and shoot.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
Butler to bring it up. Down 3. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Walker to Wendell Carter. Has a look. Cleans it up. Terrific vision. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
You see, Ed, skill levels at this game are at an all-time high. Inside-out threats are tough. You got to make it hard for him to actually catch the ball in those higher percentage areas.
Free throws coming up.
No, no, no. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. Walker into the front court. His team up by 1. Here comes the screen. Walker. And it's Chandler with the rebound. To Butler. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Jimmy Butler has got 2 shots coming, shooting 66% in this contest. And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Down by 1. To Levine. To Kemba Walker for 3. Won't go down. Butler into the front court. Leads 1. And the basket good at the rim.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Now the Bulls will take the timeout. They're going to have to draw something up for an open look at a 3. Give it to him. Kemba Walker, 4 out of 10. Now they get the intentional foul. He's going to have to earn it at the line. 2 huge free throws in a one-point game.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Now whistle. We'll get a timeout called by Chicago. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. Parker. He was all over him. And they'll get the intentional foul. So 2 free throws coming up, and you figure 1 out of 2 could be enough to seal the deal.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. Late heave to beat the buzzer. The Sixers are victorious as they take care of business at home. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers got the win in a close game. And of course, I've got to mention how many times they scored from beyond the arc. They were so confident with the 3-ball, and it was instrumental to their success. Check out the leading scores for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Bulls lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Chicago Bulls.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Butler gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
take a look at the upcoming games. For the Philadelphia 76ers, this has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.